Watching Patel party with the U.S. men's hockey team in the locker room after they won the gold is one of the most pathetic things I have ever seen. What is so pathetic about Patel and what is so indicative of the entire Trump administration is trying to ride on other people's coattails, trying to have an experience which you didn't generate but want to have as your own. It's not just that he's in the locker room with them as the head of the FBI. It's not just that he used taxpayer money to act as a hype man at a sports event when he's not an ambassador or a secretary of state, but he's supposed to be running the Federal Bureau of Investigation, doing serious things. It's not just that the main news story on those networks trying to cover up Epstein is Nancy Guthrie, and that investigation is ongoing and needs a leader. And if you've ever watched The Fugitive, you know it matters to have a leader who's actually helped guide. It's not the fact that the very day that he's there in Italy so he can drink with a bunch of kids, that the cartels in Mexico are almost going to all-out war with the Mexican government. The same cartels which are sending the fentanyl into the United States. In other words, it's a pretty big deal when the cartels are activated through their entire system into a sort of warfare, either to protect American assets or to move where they may be vulnerable. He should be in the room doing his job, but he's not. He is over there trying to welch off somebody else's hard work. He's hanging out with a bunch of 20-year-olds, if that, who are incredible athletes, incredibly dedicated, who did an incredible thing by winning a gold medal. He's not just there to congratulate them or as a proxy for the United States government. He's there because he wants to be one of them. He is acting like he won something. As somebody who's accomplished some goals in life and failed at others, I think that is so pathetic. To think that you can behave exactly as someone who did the work and the winning, and that it's your experience, you get to feel like you won a gold. It's not the same thing as being a fan or being there as a representative. That is stunted, pathetic. I cannot get over how far off course the United States government has got, but good God, we are never going back to what brought us here. It is time for real leadership when this is done.